Okay, so these new WRs 450s, it's got the same motor as the 450F in it, right? But when it comes out the box, it just doesn't run right. Doesn't run like a race bike. Runs more like a road bike, or I say scooter. It's choked up. There's a throttle stop screw that is just above, and this is 2019, but it's just above this right here. You can't really see it, but I'm touching it with my finger. You have to pull that out. You can order an aftermarket one, but the one that you pull out has threads up to a certain point, and then it's smooth. I just grinded off all of that smooth part to the threads and put it back in, and I only had this much throttle before. Now I've got the full range, which I mean increased it drastically. I also took the baffle out. It was restricting the exhaust flow to like that much, but also I found out it's got a choke inside of the air filter. This white thing right here, which I'm about to pull out in a minute, chokes the airflow, so the bike doesn't get enough air once you open up the take out that throttle stop screw. So it's getting plenty of fuel, but it's just not getting enough air. So now I've got to take this screen out and remove the choke on the inside and then replace it. It also has baffles in the exhaust at the connector points. So it's got 3 baffles in the exhaust. But once you remove all of that, the bike is just insane. It goes from, you know, a road bike to a 450 race bike, but still has all the street legal stuff on it. Tail light, headlight. All I've got to do is slap some mirrors on it and a horn, and it will be street legal. Also, you're supposed to have a brake light, which there's a pressure switch you can get right up here for the front brake, so the front brake would be your brake light. But up here in Tennessee, they really don't check for it, so I'm pretty sure I can get away with it. But anyways, I'm going to remove that, and then I'll show you guys what's up once everything's out. Okay guys, back to working on the bike. Haven't really worked on one in years, and you know, getting everything set up so that I can get after it. And of course, I can't find the socket that I need. Can anybody guess what size that is? Let me help you out. It's a 10 millimeter. Never have one when you need it. You gotta take the seat off and the plastics, and then it's got this little piece that goes right there that helps hold the air filter in. But see, that's what you're supposed to be getting, and then this goes inside of it. It's got a hole in it, but there's nowhere to get air, so this ball, little mini bong, is what chokes it up. Piece of shit. What dumbass decided to put that in the fucking air box? So this is probably gonna go on YouTube, because if you were like me, you're like, dude, how do I pop the plastic off without breaking the plastic? So I tried some cutters, and then it just snapped, and so I realized I could literally just take a flathead screwdriver and run it down the plastic line and pop it off. See if I can do this and hold the phone. So just go down it and boop, pops right off. Save yourself some money, guys. And so there it is. If this was my buddy Bart Simpson, we would call this Homer Simpson, because he's just choking him out. Piece of shit. So, word of advice, pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, I was trying to make this video and playing with my phone and turning in screws. Like, what's the worst that could happen? See if I can see it. Oh, that's the worst that could happen. See that little shiny thing right there? It's a screw that fell in. Now I've got to retrieve it. Got it. So, as I was talking about in the beginning of this video, the throttle stop screw, which is like the biggest problem with, let's see, with the brand new 2019 WR450, that throttle stop screw. Well, all the videos I watched, it's in different places, and it's really hard to find, but if you look, you can see it. That's it right there. Well, anyways, it takes this star bit, whatever you call it. I don't know if you can really see the size on it. I don't have a clue what size it is. I just tried them all till they fit. Well, I watched these guys pull their bikes apart. I mean, pull off the seat, the tank, the air filter box. They take off this plastic. They unbolt this bolt right here, so it allows the radiator to kind of swing out a little bit, just in order to get like a long screwdriver up in there. But that was when the bolt was down here. Now Yamaha has placed it up here, which makes it really difficult to get to. So you can't put a screwdriver or anything, but you can get this bit in there. And what I found out is you take this little 1/4-inch wrench, and you slide it in there, push against the screw. Literally, it goes pop, and then you can pull it out with your finger. Once you get that screw out, whoever worked for Yamaha and designed it, thank you, because the older bikes, the screw is threaded all the way to the end. This one is only partially threaded, and then the rest of it's just a smooth rod. So, like I said, I just cut the smooth rod part off and then put the screw back, because, I mean, you can order a new screw for it, and it comes with, you know, a more user-friendly head. It's like one of these right here. But anyways, I ain't got no time for that, so I just cut it off, threw it back in there, and now my bike is wide open. I've unleashed the beast. I removed the baffle from the silencer back there. And anyways, it's got a spark arrestor and stuff like that. I took the baffle out. It made it sound a little nicer, but yeah, I was still curious why I wasn't getting power, so I found out about the throttle stop screw. But it also has baffles and screens. You can see that screen right in there. And then there's a baffle on the other side that goes in, makes it into a little pipe like that. Anyways, they recommend removing those. I'm gonna put around on the bike for a little bit. Plus, my son, he's kind of new at riding, so I don't want to like give him too much power, which has already got a shitload as of right now. Throttle stop screw is the main thing, but like I said, if you cut that screw off, you really need to remove the baffle inside the air box, so the bike gets enough air to breathe. We don't want to burn up any valves or overheat a brand new bike that's only got 4 hours on it. But anyways, good luck, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video or if it helped you out. 2019 WR450F.